Oh my God, it's the Grim Reaper. Yo, it's the Grim Reaper here. In no particular order, these are my top 10 worst wrestlers, my least favorite wrestlers across all companies. And for starters, this doesn't necessarily mean that I hate these wrestlers. Like, of course not as people, but not even as wrestlers. Like, some of these people I'm really just like indifferent to. I don't really hate wrestlers like massively get like enraged when they're on the TV screen. For the most part, these are people I just don't care for. I'm going to start at number 10 with Nia Jax, and I'm not alone in this. Nia Jax is probably, like, you could say one of the worst women's wrestlers. She's very botchy. Like, we just saw the thing where she botched a pinfall with Tiffany and Jade, like, in that match. Notoriously, she hurts a lot of wrestlers. Like, she hurts a lot of women in her matches, which the whole point of being a wrestler, you're not supposed to actually hurt your opponent. But she injures and hurts a lot of people. I'm not trying to fat shame, but a part of it too is just like she's so big, like she's not really mobile enough in ring. You know, she can't really hit move, like she's really slow. She's not good on the mic. Like, really the only good part about Nia Jax is that she's big. That's kind of that's her whole character, really. Like, she's big and an imposing threat. And I'm really tired of her fighting Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany's reign would be a lot better if she just wasn't fighting Nia Jax the whole time. I think that, you know, it's booked bad anyway, but that's part of the reason why it's so bad. At number 9, Gunther. This is very unpopular, but Gunther is like one of my least favorite wrestlers ever. I just find him just very boring. I really don't get the appeal of Gunther at all. I don't understand it. All he does is chop. He's not really entertaining. He doesn't have exciting moves. His promos aren't exciting. He doesn't sell merch. I don't understand why he's been world champion so much. I really don't get it. It's just a worse version of Triple H. Like, that's all Gunther is. It's just Triple H but worse. Or it's like William Regal. It's like Triple H without any of the aura, without, you know, any of like the aggression, the coolness factor. That's what Gunther is. Because he does what Triple H did in the 2000s in the Attitude Era. He just talks about how he's going to crush people, you know, how he's going to beat them. He recaps what happened, like, I'm going to crush you. I'm going to take the air out of your body. I'm going to put you to sleep. Like, he cuts the same promo against everybody. It doesn't matter if he's fighting CM Punk, Jey Uso, he's always going to cut the same promo. And he's just very boring to me. I don't get the appeal. In my opinion, Obafemi is like 100 times better than Gunther. He looks more imposing. He's more entertaining. They both kind of have like this dry humor edge to them. But I think Obafemi does it better, and he's more entertaining. And he has way more exciting moves. Like, his moves actually look powerful. Like the uppercut he does. So I find Obafemi a lot more entertaining than Gunther. At number 7, I'm going to go with Riho and AEW. Again, I don't massively dislike this girl. To be real with you, I only saw her like for the first time like a few weeks ago. But it's mostly because she's not believable at all. This girl is like 80 pounds. Like, how am I supposed to believe she can beat anybody? Like, this girl is like 70, 80 pounds. Nothing she does looks painful. Nothing she does looks powerful. Like, when she does a drop kick, it doesn't look like it hurts at all. Number 6, Wyatt Six. This is arguably the worst tag team in the SmackDown tag division. They're not entertaining at all. And the whole foundation of this team is that they're built off of Bray Wyatt's death. That's the entire point of this team. Like, it's built off of the merit of a dead wrestler. You know, rest in peace Bray Wyatt, of course, but like, that's kind of the whole merit of this team. There's nothing else to it. They don't cut promos. There's nothing distinguishing the members of this team. There's nothing distinguishing it. There's no character work. It's just spooky guys in masks. Like, they don't cut promos. You don't know their motivations. You don't know how they feel about Bray Wyatt. Like, you don't know their motivation, nothing. So it's just a very boring tag team. The best part about it is probably like Nikki Cross. That's about it. But this team is not entertaining at all. Like, nobody cares that they're tag champions. They're not elevating the division at all. So that's why they're on this list. Number 5, Motor City Machine Guns, or as C-Jack says it, Motor City Machine Bums. They're about as bad, really, as the Wyatt Six. They're just not entertaining. Arguably worse, really. Like, which is I guess it's good I have them higher up, because they're probably worse than the Wyatt Six. Like, it's just, yeah, they wrestle well, but that's not enough to be a wrestler. Everybody puts on great matches. What matters most is like your character work, if you're entertaining, your presence, and there's just nothing to these guys. It just looks like generic indie wrestlers in leather jackets. There's nothing entertaining. There's no difference between them, DIY, FTR. There's no difference. Like, there's nothing engaging about Motor City, and hence why they haven't been on TV in forever, probably. But because the first few months of this year, it was just like, it was them versus DIY on repeat, and it was just the most boring television ever. Number 5. So this one right here could ruffle some feathers. Cody Rhodes. I am so tired of Cody Rhodes, and he's not alone, honestly. I'm tired too of Seth Rollins. I'm tired of Roman Reigns. I'm tired of CM Punk. I'm just tired of the same guys I've been seeing at the top of WWE for like 10, 15 years. Not that Cody Rhodes has been on top that long. He actually hasn't been on top that long. But his title reigns have been atrocious. He cuts the same boring promo. It's always about respect. It's always about his daddy. There's nothing engaging with Cody Rhodes. He's not an entertaining champion. Now, the storyline with him and Roman was entertaining, like him trying to finish his story. He was entertaining chasing the title. Like, his story, him trying to win the title, was entertaining. But when he's actually champion, there's nothing engaging about it. There's no edge to him. He's I've said this before, like millions of times on this channel. He's a worse John Cena. He's just John Cena, but worse. It's a goody two-shoes baby face that prides himself on respect, but it's without any of the charisma, edge, promo ability, mainstream appeal that John Cena had. It's just a worse John Cena. So if you booed John Cena all these years, and that's the crazy part, in John Cena's career, half the time, like, he was getting booed for that reason. Like, he was a generic baby face, generic goody two shoes that won all the time, and people got tired of it. But Cody Rhodes is this, but worse. So if you hated John Cena, how can you like Cody Rhodes? Like, that's my point. And I don't even think he's much better in ring. I'll concede that Cody Rhodes is a better wrestler, but it's not that drastic. Like, Cena himself is a good wrestler. Like, he puts on great matches. So Cody Rhodes is just he's not entertaining at all. He's killing the ratings. You know, SmackDown and Raw have just been going down with him as champion. He shouldn't have won the title back from Cena. They should have just kept the title on John Cena. I don't know why they didn't just keep it on him, because Cody went away to film a movie anyway. So what was the point? You know, during that time, Cena was more full-time than he was. So what was the point of that? You might as well have kept the title on John Cena, had him fight Brock Lesnar for the title, have him retire with the championship. Or at the very least, they should have had his final match be for the title. So I have no clue why they put the title back on Cody Rhodes. Nobody was excited when he won. Like, in that match, you could hear when Cody Rhodes beat Cena at SummerSlam, you could hear a pin drop. Like, nobody was excited at him winning. So this whole Cena heel run was basically to put over Cody Rhodes again, when we already put over Cody Rhodes. None of his matches are interesting. You always know he's going to win. That's why nobody in the world cared about him versus Drew McIntyre, because everyone with a brain, they knew Cody Rhodes was going to win. So there was no point in being excited. And apparently behind the scenes, him, Cody, and Drew, they pitched Randy Orton interfering and costing Cody the title, which would have been far more interesting than the same old crap. I'm not excited for him and Seth Rollins. I think it's a very boring feud because, like I said, I'm tired of all these wrestlers at this point. Like, because I've been seeing all these dudes for years, and they're fighting for nothing. The Crown Jewel title is meaningless. But let me get off of this. This just gonna be a Cody Rhodes rant. At number 4, now this one might ruffle some feathers too. FTR and AEW. This is arguably, and I know I've said this about a lot of teams, but this is arguably the most boring tag team in wrestling. It's kind of like Motor City Machine Guns. It's just two old, boring guys in tights. That's all it is. And when I'm on Squared Circle, like Reddit, the AEW, not AEW Reddit, but Squared Circle, whenever I say this, people are like, oh, well, but they're so good in the ring. You know, they can put on 30-minute bangers. I don't even think they're that entertaining in ring. Their moves aren't even exciting. It's just two boring guys in tights. That is all FTR is. I don't understand what people see in this team. And they were boring in WWE too when they were the Revival. They've never been exciting. The most entertaining part about this team is their manager. Like, and even he's not that cool, but he's the most entertaining part of this team. This is a nothing burger of a tag team. So I have no idea why they take up so much time on AEW. You have gorgeous Mina Shirakawa, and you're putting FTR on TV for like 30, 40 minutes. Why? Who on this earth would rather see that than Mina Shirakawa dancing around? Who would rather watch that? like who, seriously, who would rather watch that? So I really just don't get the appeal. At number 3, now Crimson Blaze dislikes Sammy more than I do, but yeah, Sami Zayn, he dislikes him more. I'm more so indifferent to Sami Zayn. Like I said, this list is most of people I kind of just find boring and I'm indifferent to. But Sami Zayn, and a lot of people are starting to see this. You're seeing him get booed. You're seeing people get tired of this, this stick with him hulking up, being the underdog. And again, this is another example of a worse John Cena. This is this is what John Cena was, and this is why a lot of fans hated him for years. It's the same thing. Like, you're getting beat up, you're getting your butt kicked the whole match, and then you hulk up and win at the end. But the difference is, like with Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn is not as charismatic. He doesn't have the look. He doesn't have the promo ability. He's worse than John Cena in every single way. That's the major difference. He doesn't even look like a wrestler. He doesn't look intimidating. Like, he doesn't look like he could win these matches. And the whole point of his character is that he's the underdog, but he wins all the time. If you win all the time, how can you be an underdog? Every time he wins, the commentators make it feel, they act like it's this surprising thing. Like, oh, he did it. But he wins all the time. People are already getting sick of him, and his push hasn't even started yet. And people are already tired of him. Like, his real push is going to be when they go to Saudi Arabia, because I know they're going to push him and have him win the championship, at Saudi Arabia and at WrestleMania 43. I know it's coming. It might be 42. But he's going to get pushed, because of, the Saudi Arabia stuff. And people are already tired of him. And it probably wouldn't be so bad if the underdog stick wasn't just already played out to death. In my opinion, after you did it with Daniel Bryan, there's nothing else that compares to it anymore. Like, once you've already seen it with Daniel Bryan, everything looks like a knockoff of that. And I'll say with Kofi Kingston too. Kofi Kingston was acceptable because, it was the first black champion, the first black WWE champion, so it had an edge with that. But once you do the underdog gimmick once, you can't do it again. And that's all Sami Zayn is. It's a perpetual underdog. He hulks up. I want to do it. I want to be world champion. I want to do it. Like, that's that's all his promos, and it's not engaging at all. Number 2, this is more like of the hate list for me. This is my version of Sami Zayn. Like, for Crimson Blaze, he hates Sami Zayn. Like, Sami Zayn's like the worst wrestler to him. For me, this is my Sami Zayn, Brody King. This guy has the worst build in all of wrestling. He looks like a Chipotle bag. Like, Literally, this I can say this about everybody else, but literally with this guy, whenever I see him on TV, I want to turn it off. This guy has the worst build. He looks like a pancake Chipotle bag. He has the worst build for a wrestler you can possibly have. So I know he has fans too. Again, it's one of those guys I don't get the appeal of. He's not particularly intimidating or imposing. He's just fat. Like, that's kind of he's just a fat guy that looks like a Chipotle bag. So I'm gonna get off this. This sounds like slander, so I'm gonna move on. So number 1, Zelina Vega, and it's mostly for her feud with Chelsea Green. For some reason, this woman beat every member of the Secret Service essentially one by one. She beat all of these people one by one, and nobody asked for it. Nobody was asking for a Zelina Vega push. Literally nobody asked for it. Like, Chelsea Green was doing perfectly fine, and for whatever reason, she just lost clean to Zelina Vega. So she's boring. All her moves are botchy. I won't say literally all her moves, but whenever she does like the code red off the top rope, like, she almost broke Chelsea Green's neck. Like, her moves look botchy. She's one of these people on the list. She's very small. Like, none of her moves look painful. She doesn't look believable. Like, this girl has to be like 100 pounds. She's like 100 pounds and a foot shorter than Chelsea Green and all the Secret Service, and she's beating all of them clean, which is ridiculous. And literally nobody asked for it. This girl botched a 619. And like, she botched a 6-1. She botched it. How do you botch a move and still hurt your opponent? Like, she botched the 619 and she broke Chelsea Green's nose. Like, and and I think you can see it because she's not even on TV anymore. She might, in fact, of all the companies, she might actually be the worst women's wrestler. Now, as a manager with Andrade, she was cool, but she is not a good wrestler. Like, so I think that'll conclude it. I'm gonna stop hating. I don't like making this a hate channel. But yeah, these are, in my opinion, the top 10 worst wrestlers. Peace. For more of the Crimson Brothers, follow the Crimson Wrestling Federation today. I'm commentator Havoc, the voice of the Crimson Wrestling Federation. And you can see the calls I've made in the Crimson Wrestling Federation, in the comic Crimson Wrestling Game, Story of Malice, in the description below. For more of the Crimson Brothers, follow the Crimson Wrestling Federation today. I'm commentator Havoc, the voice of the Crimson Wrestling Federation. And you can see the calls I've made in the Crimson Wrestling Federation, in the comic Crimson Wrestling Game, Story of Malice, in the description below.